Welcome to Dolly Talk. This is Dolly and Junior. Hi. How is everybody doing? I am hoping things will run smooth today. I am having some internet difficulties. My modem decided to no longer work. So I'm running things off my phone, but it seems to be working pretty well. So, yeah, sorry, I was late. I know. How you doing, Brad? Angela? Yun, how are you? Half Irish, no worries. Fighting your parents fighting with their internet. Yeah, me too. I know what that's like. Hey, Angela. Oh, Christine, congratulations on 10 months. Oh, sorry Ty isn't doing well. I hope things are better for him. So Rachel and Taryn. All right, so we're going to do some more of the Judge Fleischer. And if this is the one that I'm thinking of, it gets a little spicy at a couple points. So we got that going for us. Yeah, I did hear about Jeff, unfortunately. It's really sad. It really came out of nowhere as well. But yeah, because I've streamed with him a few times and he always seemed nice to me. So. Oh, you guys, some of you didn't hear? Yeah, Legal Vices passed away. Yeah, it was a heart attack. Yeah. So that really came out of nowhere. Yeah. But we are here. It was really left field. I was not expecting that today. But let's see. Let me know if my internet has any issues.
It actually says, you know, it's not like,
Hey, I'm gonna go.
transactions.
I forgot my eyeballs.
Okay. Oh, same transaction. Okay, that's what you're So many.
Come on. Hey, Judge teased me with that start.
The test every month. Yeah, it's.
Well, I heard the elevators went out, internet was out, everything was out.
Boy, the judge is having internet problems too.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's rock and roll. Let's roll, nerds.
Let's roll, nerds.
First one would be Mr. Delgado on page 6, Your Honor. Delgado. Come on up.
Delgado.
Speak English, correct, sir?
Aquí Delgado.
Good. Mr. Delgado, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Officers were dispatched to a major crash in Harris County, Texas, where the defendant had rear-ended another vehicle. Upon contact, officers observed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage and poor balance. The defendant admitted to taking 4 shots at a nearby bar. SFSTs were conducted, 6 out of 8 walk and turn, 2 out of 4 one-leg stand. The defendant was unable to complete HGN due to not following directions. DICs were read and blood was consented to. During search of the defendant's person at JPC, officers located 0.5 grams of cocaine in the defendant's pants pocket. So he's also been charged with PCS and felony. He has no criminal history and an eligible license, Judge.
So no prior DWIs, huh?
No, Judge.
Mr. Delgado, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm telling you now, the dope stops now. I will give you the opportunity to try to stop it on yourself. If you're
nice.
unable to do it, we're going to do it my way, and I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. So if you have any demons, you better battle those demons, because I'm telling you now, I will test you like crazy. And if I find that you continue to use, you will stay with me. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Yes.
You sure? I'd like to send him for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, he's going to test positive for. I'm going to send you for a drug test. You must come right back, and when you come back, we'll have you wait for your lawyer. If you fail the test, if you fail to come back, then I'm going to revoke your bond. Do you understand? I want to make sure that you're not using. Like I said, no alcohol, no drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but you must stay in contact with Mr. Atian. He will tell you when you have to come back.
Yeah, he says let's roll nerds every day. He's also a fan of calling people nerds. Go figure.
At the court right now, I just want to make sure you're not using. Do you understand? All right. For now, I'm going to have you sign a reset with Ramona. We'll have you get with Fleischer for your bond conditions, and then we'll have you come back in about 20 minutes. All right? Well,
Do you want me to file those, Judge?
no. So anytime someone is monitored by pretrial, we'll have with Fleischer.
Whenever you're ready, Your Honor. Ms.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ian, on page 7 is our next one.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Egan. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On November 28, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop on defendant's motor vehicle after observing it pass him at a high rate of speed, make multiple lane changes, and swerve in and around cars in a reckless manner. Officer accelerated to catch up to defendant and reached speeds of over 100 miles per hour to keep up with him. The defendant traveled about 7 miles in about 4 minutes. Upon contact with the defendant, officer observed glassy eyes, a strong odor of alcoholic beverage, an open beer can in the center console, a 6-pack of beer in the passenger seat, and spilt beer that was still cool to the touch in the front passenger seat.
Drinking while driving?
Yes, Judge. The defendant admitted to drinking. SFSTs were conducted, 4 out of 6 HGN, 6 out of 8 walk and turn, 2 out of 4 one-leg stand. DICs were read and consented to. The defendant blew a .147 and a .139. He does have an eligible driver's license, Judge.
Can you look to see if he has any prior DWIs, please?
He had a DWI out of Travis County, but he was released without prosecution, Judge. So it's just a charge.
2 things. I am ordering you not to drive at all. You will be signing an affidavit with me today, Mr. Egan. This is a promise that you're going to make to me that you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. I don't care if Mother Teresa needs to ride to church. If I find that you drive, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive because it's an offense in and of itself. Do you understand? I'm also now ordering you to obtain a handheld interlock device that you're going to take with you everywhere you go to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. At the next time, if I find that you violate conditions, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. you will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand me?
Well, you can't have a few road pops?
We are sending a court order to DPS in Austin so that every single officer in this state will know that if you are pulled over, any car that you're to drive must have an ignition interlock on it. I'm ordering you not to drive at all. But if at some point you do, by some miracle, get the ability to drive, I'm ordering you not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock on it. So if you're caught driving a vehicle and it doesn't have an interlock on it, you will go to jail. Do you understand? And then if I find that you drive, we can have a contempt hearing. So just don't drive and don't use alcohol. Do you understand? Or illegal drugs.
Darn. Almost got away with it.
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'll get you to Ramona Center.
No, sir. You're still talking. Sorry.
I will get you to Ramona sign a reset. You will then get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and after that, we'll let you go. Don't pick up any new cases. Behave yourself, because I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Egan, I will do everything in my power to protect my streets. And if that means locking you up and putting your bond in a sky-high amount, I'll do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand? All right.
Our next one is going to be Ms. Sanchez on 21. Deacon? Yes.
Good morning, Ms. Sanchez.
Good morning, sir.
Ma'am, you were charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Defendant were in a dating relationship for 5 years. On November 27th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a residential home in Harris County, Texas, in reference to a family assault in progress. The officer contacted the complainant on the phone and could hear him screaming and telling the defendant to get off of him and to stop pulling his hair. Officer asked the complainant if the defendant was still assaulting him, and the complainant responded yes. Defendant fled the scene on foot when officers arrived. The complainant gave the direction of travel to the officer. The complainant stated he and the defendant had been putting up Christmas lights after drinking, and an argument ensued. The complainant said the defendant began attacking him by pulling his hair, causing pain. The complainant fell to the ground and the defendant proceeded with kicking him. The complainant said that when the defendant drinks, she gets aggressive and wants to fight. Officers returned the defendant to scene and she would not cooperate, was yelling obscenities at the complainant, and was acting belligerent.
Oh, who hasn't done that?
Okay. Ms. Sanchez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I will randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you don't have anyone to pony up $5,000 to $10,000 on a bond for you, guess what happens? You'll be stuck like Chuck until this case is over with. And I'm going to tell you, it takes damn near 9 months just to get a 911 tape. Behave while you're out there in the free world, or I will take the free world away from you.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Tell me, what do you do for a living?
I'm a recruiter, skilled trades, and then operations coordinator.
You have an income.
Not at this moment. I recently got laid off in October.
Okay. I have an application already on file. Do you want a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am?
At this time, yes, sir. If you could, please.
We need to talk about the complaining witness.
So Conrad has spoken to the complainant and he would like no contact as well as a residency restriction, Judge.
Okay. You heard that, Ms. Sanchez. There's a protective order that has been issued in this case. The protective order was issued on November 28th. I would suggest you get to know it. If you violate the protective order, they can and will file a violation of a protective order against you, and that is the capital murder of misdemeanors. It's one of the worst cases you could pick up over here.
Oh, yes,
Do you
sir.
understand? So
Yes, sir.
don't have any contact with them,
That's not a problem, sir.
be in possession of weapons, and don't go back to the house listed on the protective order, which is at the Woodlands West.
That is not a problem, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Ramona. We'll have you get with Fleischer for your bond conditions, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we find you a lawyer. Please.
At least my mic works,
Do you mind
David.
filing no contact and no weapons, please?
Yes, Judge. And did you also say no alcohol or?
Oh, you know, what? Don't worry about it, because since she's monitored, yeah, don't even worry about it. Right.
All right, Sertucci on page 22. S-E-R. Did I pronounce it?
Find it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a second. Let me see.
Connor.
Morning, sir.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Does Ms. Sanchez have any documents to sign?
With me.
Yeah, she will with Felicia. She's getting monitored.
Okay.
Um,
Over there.
All right, so you are Justin Sertucci.
Sir.
Sir, you're charged with driving while All right, so you are Justin Sertucci.
Dude, either that guy in the back to the right of him is a giant or that guy is tiny. Good Lord. You could stuff him in a suitcase.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail
I hope he was at least sitting in a booster seat.
and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On November 27th of 2024, officers were dispatched to a person down call at the intersection of Bagby and Elgin Street. Officers observed the defendant's motor vehicle stopped in a moving lane of traffic. HFD advised that when they arrived earlier, the defendant was in the driver's seat behind the wheel with his foot on the brake and the vehicle in drive. HFD EMT further advised that when the driver woke up, he admitted to having been drinking. Officers observed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage and glassy eyes on the defendant. SFSTs were conducted, 6 out of 6 HGN, 8 out of 8 walk and turn, 4 out of 4 one leg stand. On the way to JPC, the defendant threw up in the patrol vehicle.
Aw,
DICs
dude.
were read but refused, and a search
Don't throw up. That's rude. I mean, God. This is why we can't have nice things, sir. God. Rude.
warrant for blood was signed and executed. He does have an eligible driver's license, Judge. He doesn't have any prior DWIs, but he has juvenile history.
Okay. Mr. Sertucci, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? Do you have car insurance?
Sir.
All right. I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using alcohol or illegal drugs, your bond will be revoked. You will go to jail. No more PR bonds. You understand?
Sir.
I see that you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, we will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Mr. Saman. He'll tell you when you have to come back to court. For now, I'll have you sign a receipt with Ramona. We'll have you get with your bond conditions with Felicia, and then we'll have you take a seat in the back. Wait for Mr.
Sir.
Omar. All right? Please.
One last one, Your Honor. I skipped her by accident, page 3, Blackburn. Blackburn.
Is it Chaston?
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 Yes,
Ms.
sir.
Blackburn, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the gun case, you're facing up to a year and or a $4,000 fine. And on the DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, ma'am. Okay.
Officers were conducting an unrelated fatal accident investigation when they observed the defendant's vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed toward the blocked portion of the roadway. Officers saw the defendant disregard a barricade and were able to successfully get the defendant to stop by shouting verbal commands and utilizing their flashlights. Upon contact, officers observed a moderate odor of alcoholic beverage, glassy, watery, bloodshot eyes, and slurred speech. The defendant admitted to having 3 drinks at a nearby bar and was temporarily detained. SFSTs were conducted, 4 out of 6 HGN, 4 out of 8 walk and turn, and 2 out of 4 one-leg stand. DICs were read and breath was consented to. The defendant blew a .086 and a .084. During search of the vehicle, officers located a handgun within the center console. She doesn't have any priors, Judge, and she does have an eligible driver's license.
Great. All right, Ms. Blackburn, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using alcohol or drugs, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds.
I thought it was a requirement in Texas to have a gun with you at all times. I'm confused.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have a lawyer, ma'am? Tell me, what do you do for a living?
I've been stay at her mom since I was 21. I just started part-time at HEB 2 days a week.
Okay, so you're married?
Married.
What does your husband do for a living?
We're in real estate.
Okay, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
I'll speak to him and he can try.
So what we'll do is I can give you time.
Okay.
You know, what we normally do is we reset cases for 30 days to give you time to go hire a lawyer. But this is a DWI, and there's a lot of timing requirements with the DWI. So don't just sit and wait a month or 2 months because you're only hurting yourself. You need to get on it. You need to get on it quick.
Sure.
Okay, if you have any issues, you can come back and tell us, and then we can go from there. Okay? For now, I'll have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. We'll get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. All right? Thanks. Omar, there's your gentleman. Sertucci,
Yes.
have you heard probable cause?
I did not.
You want to hear it again?
No. We can wait for probable cause. Not worried about. I've read it.
Okay. All I did was just no drugs, no alcohol, and random UAs, and then just waived appearance. Just normal for a DWI.
Thank you, Judge.
For sure.
She'll call you up momentarily. And I did already text for Luis.
We need to do bond conditions on him.
Right, that's why I figured. I don't know.
Who was it? Do you remember the lawyer was?
Aircon guards and stuff.
Okay. All right. Darn it. Okay.
By the way, he doesn't own a car, he doesn't drive, he's just there.
So he'll have to, did you let them know about that?
Not yet, so.
So you'll have to let the PTI people know, because you'll have to sign a no driving affidavit. You'll also have to get a portable device as opposed to the interlock. So make sure that you let them know, okay? But we'll send them for a TRAS now. Yeah, okay. So Ramona, top of page 19, like 2 to 2.5 weeks to finish up the PTI stuff, please. And then we're gonna send them for a TRAS today. Okay.
So it would be what, next year, January, sometime in January, is that what I'm hearing?
No, it's probably like 3 weeks,
2 weeks?
give or take. Yeah. I mean, the case, it's 200 days old,
I
you
understand.
know?
But the week of Christmas seemed like 3 weeks.
Well, I mean, if you want to do the first week of January, okay, you know, but it's 200 days, you know?
January will have to be the second week. Unfortunately, I'll be out of the country from the 21st to the 12th. Please,
You're gone from the 21st to the 12th?
the 12th of January, correct, yes, sir.
So I was looking at January 6th.
He says he's going to be gone. So
Please,
we'll do the 13th,
always
but if he
something.
doesn't have everything done, I'm sending you for trial. Because by then it's going to be 250 days. It's
I do understand. I'm sure it's gonna get done.
well, but if he doesn't, that's it. Let him know. I'm sending it to trial, okay? Because it's beyond old, okay? All right, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Reach out to me and we can talk.
I've been speaking with her lawyer.
Reach out to me and we can talk. Correct. Thank you.
We've got two cases today. One's gonna be a plea. We've got the paperwork. We'll get
Okay.
the other one, Miss Bennett. Let me show you.
Okay. Oof.
It's unusual and normal in one sense and kind of weird in another. They have a time served offer. We want to accept it. We'll do it. Problem is, prior to our case, years ago, she did something. She used to live in Atlanta, and then after our case was filed, she was charged with a federal fraud case in Atlanta, and so she's dealing with that. She has an agreement to plead guilty. It's going to be sometime in January. Then sent
The felony case.
on the federal case.
I'm sorry.
On the federal case. I've been speaking with her lawyers out there.
Hey,
Then there will be a sentencing.
how are you?
Dandy.
Good. Well, thanks for being here. We are just doing some more of the lovely judge.
Judge, if he were German, he'd be
Yes.
Judge Fletcher. But no, he's
Fleischer?
Judge Fleischer. Fleischer.
There
Now,
we go.
is he pretending to be a nerd still? Because he
Yes.
is lying. I think he's just putting on a big show.
You think he's actually a cool kid?
Not really, but I think he's just playing it all up. The whole thing is just a big game for him, a big game, and he's actually a narcissist.
Very much
He's a
so.
narcissist.
Narcissist.
Narcissist. Did I get
Actually,
it right?
yes. Actually, Hella was on time. She
I
jumped
was
out of
here
bed to help
before.
me. She was.
I jumped out of bed and I had the internet all ready to go for him in case the internet wasn't ready. But I wasn't all done up and I didn't
Yes.
have my coffee. I was actually in the background and then I was like, please can I go and get my coffee because I will murder somebody. And he's like, yes, off you go. So I went and came back.
Yes. I know you were kidding, Evie. But
Yes, yeah, I know you're kidding. Part of Hella's narcissistic values are being late to streams. Yes, because I can turn up whenever I want. Because
Absolutely.
I'm a narcissist. Oh, AG's here. Hello, AG. Where's AG?
Sometime a couple months, 1 or 2 months.
Yeah, no. Sentencing on a federal case is like 8-9 months down the road.
It's already like on the books. That's why I wanted to find that out before I talk to you about it. So she will be pleading in January and then the sentencing should be in March. The issue is that she has no priors except for this, but there's no conviction. And so her guidelines right now are where she would have to do roughly.
It's 230 days now, man. You want me to hold it for another year?
Not necessarily, but Judge, apparently the guidelines increase like 5 years. So effectively, she'll be sentenced to
And
5
I'm
years.
supposed to feel remorse or sad
Not necessarily.
because she picks up a federal case?
Well, and that was prior to this anyway. But it's one of those things where she will do 5 years in federal prison because of the DWI. Right? I mean, that it is like 1 for 1.
wait, a federal DWI?
What? Did this person like drive under the influence throughout several states? Maybe is that
Not necessarily.
Because she picks up a federal case?
Well, and that was prior to this anyway. But it's one of those things where she will do 5 years in federal prison
Don't have a
because of the
license, I'm
DWI.
trusted.
Right? I mean, that it is
Oh,
like
because
That
of the
reminds me of remember Mr. Blandino?
Yes.
Yeah, he was a subset who didn't have a license because
Yes.
he doesn't need one because that's a construct of the government.
Absolutely. And he turned up in your chat.
That's right. He came into my chat. He was lovely.
He was actually really nice. I guess he sits on Google
sweet.
checking for live streams about him. And he comes in. He actually made more sense than I expected him to.
He turned out to be a sweetheart. And
was
he
very
actually
nice.
wanted to come on stream, but that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a lot nicer than I think Chili would be.
Much nicer than Chili. Chili's an ass.
Who are we talking about? Blandino?
Kim Blandino, his name is. Yeah, he's in Las Vegas.
He likes to be a nuisance with courts and is kind of soft sit. Doesn't have a license, likes to litigate stuff, and just gets his rocks off being a lawyer, pretend lawyer.
Yeah, but per se, yeah.
Pro se, yeah.
Yeah.
He was very
Yeah.
nice, though.
I ran one of his trials one day, and he actually watched it on my channel.
Yeah.
And he was in the chat.
Yeah.
And it was like, does that
It was
actually
like
him? Well, that's him. He knows stuff he couldn't possibly, no one else
Yeah.
could possibly know. And he turned out to be lovely.
And he was like, yeah, commenting as stuff went on. And it's just
Yeah.
kind of surreal.
It was weird. Yeah, he was actually very nice.
One
yeah.
for one.
Yeah.
And we felt really bad for making fun of him.
I know. I did kind of start to feel bad.
Yeah.
What it's equating to. And I will work with them to try to get it done as quick as I can.
It's not gonna, I'm telling Max,
I understand that.
show me somewhere where it says the sentencing is set for March.
Okay.
Because
I'll
if
get
you
it.
tell me, because from how I understand federal circuits is you plea on one day, sentencing is way in the future. It's like 6, 8, 9 months down the
I'm
road.
with you on that.
And they usually go into custody at that time anyways.
So they won't. So they will. She'll get a turn-in date. Is what her attorney said expressed to me.
Show me where it is on paper, but I'm telling you
I
now,
asked them for that. I just didn't get it yet. So
if it was like
I get it. It's not trying to.
160 days, but we're already at 230
I get
days.
that.
You know,
We've been dealing with the part of the issue is I think that there is potential where they're going to have to keep her in Atlanta anyway. You know what I mean? I'm not 100% certain on like travel and all this and doing this physically anyway here is part of the math I'm trying to figure out as well. I'm trying to get it all done for everybody kind of thing. I don't want to keep this open for them. I don't want to keep it open for me, to be honest, either. And so I'm trying to like navigate getting it all done. And so I don't know.
I mean, that would mean another like
I get that.
6 months, and it's already 230.
I understand. And there's no goal in like sandbagging our court. It's one of those where, I mean, her going to prison for like 60 more months because of a potentially time served DWI. I'm with you. I expressed that.
She has an open she had an ag assault what happened on the aggravated assault she had in 2009?
Yeah, just got dismissed.
Secret. What other criminal history does she have?
She had an assault, bodily injury in 2009. That was deferred, but it was terminated in 2009. And then a UCW 2024 that was dismissed.
What about outside of Harris County?
Just a federal case.
I'm with you.
Show me where it's set. Mr. Jones, come up, take a seat for me in the jury box.
Oh.
I asked them to get me something. I spoke to a lawyer yesterday in Atlanta, and so I haven't received anything yet.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm trying to get like, I knew you would want that. And
Yeah,
so,
and I'm telling you now, I'm going to be very hard pressed to
I get it.
keep it open until that long, you know, and someone picks up a federal case,
Well, and it happened before. I'm with you. It's super unusual. I know.
so let's,
And a lot of the time they'd be in federal custody right now instead of being on, and that's the whole thing is she is out on federal supervised release or pretrial right now.
Sure.
Where I can even negotiate this because typically she would just be waiting for her date in custody.
And then show me, the other thing is that show me that a DWI convictions is actually going to tack on
Absolutely.
60 months, because I can't,
It's just like she gets like a 3-point reduction because of her lack of history, but then having the.
she doesn't, but she's got a prior assault, she's got a prior, you know?
I'm telling you with her, I don't run her federal guidelines.
So let's do this. I'm going to set it for a week.
Okay.
Get everything you can for a week.
Okay.
She has no more waived appearances. I mean, is she here?
So she's on Zoom.
I don't know. She's not allowed to.
How to leave Atlanta. That's the thing. I mean, do you want to revoke her bond here? That'd be the only, like, I can do the math on.
What do you mean she's not supposed to leave Atlanta? She's got an open case here. We need to take care of it. Her presence is required here today.
Well, so I think I spoke with her about it, and she said to have her on Zoom. And so I have her on Zoom right now. I know.
All right.
She's not trying to not.
I'm setting it for a week. She has to be here in a week. And bring everything you can, and then we'll go from there. But I'm telling you, Max,
I know.
Yeah, okay.
I knew it was one of these. That's why I was trying to get as much info as I could.
Bottom of page 2, SFBF 1 week. She's got to be here. I mean, it's 2/22. Like, it's just no more waived appearances. She got to be here, and we got to resolve this thing. So
I'll give you the 2 in a second.
sure, take your time. No rush. Hi, Joaquin. How are you, man?
Put you on pocket matter.
Okay. What's your cousin?
Case number 2527903.
Okay.
Ms. Rodriguez is on, she has curfew, Your Honor, as part of her conditions of bond. She just found out that she's gonna be a grandma, and they're gonna have a gender reveal party in Elgin, Texas, which is like 2.5 hours away. I'm asking the court if
That makes sense.
I guess waive her curfew on the December 13th, 14th, and 15th. The gender reveal.
Well, how do you know what the gender is gonna be?
And she's asking if she can travel Friday and come back Sunday.
Yeah, I don't have a problem traveling.
Don't misgender the baby, sir. You don't know the gender yet. Why don't you let the baby decide?
Could be a they.
Exactly.
You know?
Rude.
But I just don't want her out in the middle of the night partying, you know?
She has a scram, Your Honor, so she'll be monitored.
Oh, I always go to my,
Felicia,
Yes, Judge.
can I give you a cause number?
For Ms. Rodriguez?
Yeah.
I pulled it up.
How's she been doing
Johnny.
on the device? I'm certainly okay with her traveling.
Yes, sir.
You know, she's driving, I would assume, right?
I didn't get that detail. I would think so, Judge. Or,
I mean,
Wait a minute.
if you need time, I'm willing to give you time, but Joaquin, I don't want her out. Why let her be out at 3 a.m, 2 a.m, you know? I'm okay with her traveling. I don't know about just.
Your Honor, the curfew is fine. It's just if we can change the residence.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
If she wants to go to Elgin or Elgin for the party, certainly.
Yeah, and then she'll keep the same hours as far as it'll be at that residence.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
I just don't want her out in the middle of the night.
Right.
If she wants to go there, there's no restriction on where she can go.
Okay.
Just, you're right. I guess she's got to be at the house, right?
Right.
So we can change that to that for those
Okay.
days. And then we'll come back when she gets
Yes, sir.
back to normal. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, of course.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
And she'll come in to sign once.
I'll waive it so she doesn't have to waive her time coming in. Yeah,
Thank you, Judge.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Hey, Mr. Gold. Yeah, come on up.
Elio Palomino.
His client.
It's the case number I gave you yesterday for the bond condition.
Oh, okay. Tujaques, come up.
No, the defendant's kid or grandkid. Evie. Uh-huh.
Can you see whether he
Why
was
does this
given a
dude keep
PR
coming
bond?
back?
I know. He just.
Which dude?
Isn't that the dude that looks like Mo?
No, that's a different guy.
Oh. Looks a bit like him. So, okay.
A little bit, though.
Hasn't he been in there before?
I'm not sure. This is a few days before that hearing.
Oh. We're going back in time.
We are. Just a few days.
Right. Okay.
'Cause there's a
Sorry.
few, I thought there's a few interesting bits on this one.
Okay.
Bonded out, that's why. But we need to do conditions, that's why. But I want to know whether he bonded out or they give him a PR bond, because I don't see it. It's not.
It was a charity bond.
It was? Okay.
It was charity bond over them.
Mr. Tujaques, I hope that you understand that we mean business. I will protect every person of Harris County. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care if you're a small farm animal. I will protect every single person. You don't put your hands on anyone. And
be it human or sheep. This is the last time, sir.
He said
if you pick up a third case, I'm going to do like.
He made love to a chicken.
Or a guinea?
A guinea?
Or a chicken?
Got a guinea in his mouth.
Oh, God. What the hell is he on about?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
That was a little
Care
weird,
if
but
you're a
okay.
small farm animal? What the hell is he on about?
He likes to protect the farm animals.
Oh my God.
He's a simple farmer tending to his flock.
I'm just a small town judge.
And if you pick up a third case, I'm going to do la cucaracha on all of your bonds.
Whoa.
Do you understand? I'm going to go absolutely bonkers on your bonds if you pick up a third case. You are not to have any contact with
I guess his wife didn't put out last night. He's in a mood.
any of the complaining witnesses in these cases. You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs. You're not to be in possession of any weapons. Anything else, State?
You said no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons. We would also say no contact with the complainant,
Yeah.
Judge.
I
And
think it
maybe
goes
a
without saying.
restriction.
So we did a
bonkers.
He is such an actor. He's such a wannabe.
We removed the residential restriction yesterday, the residential restriction, because
I am not impressed.
council said that he
Judge
lived
Judy,
at
mate.
that address, but I need to.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to scare him.
No, he does not care about him. This is all for the cameras. Come on now, Ilya. He doesn't care about him. That whole performance, he practiced it in front of the mirror last night.
Well, you can be a showboater, but also care.
Nah.
Make sure
Narcissist.
now that he's out that she's not living there. Do you have?
I-
Oh, she's in custody. That's right. That's right. She's in jail.
Oh,
Okay, so no, I'm going to leave it as so
He's
the complaining witness is in custody here with us.
What?
Oh,
Because
the
she hasn't-
outwit. Really?
Oh.
You think? Oh.
No, I don't think he's racist.
Oh. Well, hello, Steve. How you going?
Oh, hey, buddy. How you doing?
What do you think of this dude?
Yeah. Because he's entertaining, but like, is he performing it up for the camera? That's what.
No. Yes. Hella cynical. Yeah, that's my job.
True.
I am very cynical about most things. Actually, just about everything. Yeah, you've not seen much of this dude. Just clipped. Well,
Yeah.
when somebody gets clipped that much, that tends to mean that they are. Well, he's a judge, right? So
Yeah.
a judge that gets clipped a lot tends to be someone who is performing a bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Just a little. Just a smidge.
Open PCS out of Travis County. And I don't, do you split the cost room on that one? Is there a bond? It's
Number yet, it's bond tonight, so it's.
bond denied. Okay, so it's bond denied, so she can't get out until that 10th day hits, at which point we will set a bond and then go from there. So you know now what's expected of you. Don't mess up. Do you understand? You must also remain in contact with your lawyers. If your lawyers tell me that they can't get a hold of you because you're playing games and you're not responding to phone calls, text messages, likewise, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm not asking for much. I just want my county protected. That's it. I'm going to do it at all costs. You understand? Okay. All right.
Thank you. Ready to.
Got it. So he's going to be monitored through pretrial, just for no alcohol, no dope.
Okay, wait, is that the start, or you want?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, but he's got to sign for bond condition before he leaves. Say it again.
Oh, sorry, I was getting that. I mean, Palomino? No, I No.
Sorry, guys. Come on.
Very good.
Under federal law, you get publication Max, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
You need someone to stay.
Stay, please.
See what this guy did.
You are Carlos Gomez.
Yes, sir.
Shh. Mr. Gomez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000
I am
fine.
shocked.
You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 180 days.
Good Lord, do they commit any other crime in this county?
Yeah, they
I'm
go
actually-
to real judges.
Good Lord. I think this is a small town in Minnesota.
The real crimes go to proper judges. So
Well, yeah, but they're all misdemeanors and a couple of, or all DUIs and a couple assaults. It's just,
the DUIs all go to the YouTube judge.
yeah.
Yeah.
In jail to be probated for
Have a
12
little
months.
rant and get clipped.
Is this a second being reduced to a first? Is it a true first?
No, Judge, so he had a prior DWI that was dismissed via our PTI program.
Okay, so repeat offender then. Okay, the reason I'm asking you is because we have different types of education programs. You already did one education program and that didn't take. So now we have to do the repeat offender DWI education class in hopes that that one works because you pick up another one.
Educate you.
From now on, you will be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. What do you think an officer's going to do if they come up to your car, they see DWI dismissed, DWI conviction, and then they smell alcohol? What do you think they're going to do? Sorry?
Take me.
I would venture a guess, no questions asked. Don't matter if it's just even the faintest smell of alcohol, faintest smell of weed, anything funky in your car, they smell it, they're going to take you down because all they look at, your priors,
Some of that
and what you smell like.
marijuana.
That two and two together, that's all they look at. Do you understand? So I would never, even if you had just a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car because it's a humongous financial gamble. Do you understand? As part of this agreement, you will do, like I said, the repeat offender DWI education class, 1 victim impact panel.
Jeez,
You will
Terry.
also do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions like intensive outpatient treatment, supportive outpatient treatment program, you must fulfill those additional things. Substance abuse treatment, no drugs, no alcohol, random urinalysis, no breath test refusal. So if you're pulled over in a car and an officer asks you to submit to a breath sample, you must take it. Guardian interlock, 23 hours of community service, and a $100 one-time donation to the Houston Food Bank. Just how you understand the agreement.
Sure.
If you fail to live up to your side of the bargain, you test positive for alcohol, don't do your classes on time. If you pick up a new case, if you drive on a suspended license, we will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to roll you back out here in Orange. We're going to discuss whether you violated your probation. If you did, you're looking at 180 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Still want to do this? Okay, how do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'll find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, send you to it. Max, about the fines and fees and surcharges, what do you do for a living, sir?
Driving.
What kind of money do you make?
He needs a man's ear.
You have a CDL?
Yes, I have to.
Oh,
Yes.
it does.
Right.
You have a CDL?
You realize that the CDL is now going to be suspended. You realize that a second DWI conviction, you'll lose that CDL for life. Do you realize that? Yeah, a second DWI conviction, you'll lose the CDL for a life. When you are a CDL driver, you are held to a higher standard. The entire world is at a 0.08 legally, right, for what they consider intoxication. When you have a CDL, it's even lower. It's at a 0.04 or 0.05. You are held to a higher standard because you were supposed to be better, do better because of that CDL. You will be required to pay the supervisory fees. And I want you to understand that if you don't pay it, you will go to jail. Every $100 that you owe is 1 day in jail that you will do. So we have to get through to you somehow. I hope that this is it. But you got to understand that on our streets, every single day, someone dies from a DWI. And it's truly a pathetic and sad thing. That's what we are trying to prevent. And I hope that this is the last time.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because if not, we have a jail just waiting for you.
Oh,
Good luck, sir.
Jail just waiting for
So
you.
3,000 and then whatever the court costs are, and then 2 years.
Sound effect. He needs like his own little soundboard.
0.228.
He does.
That would be cute. If he
Yeah.
had like his own little soundboard and he could like press buttons and they could be like a dun dun dun. Wow.
He needs a string deck.
Yeah. And that would be because he needs more. Because the thing is, when he goes off at people, he just isn't very scary,
Yeah.
is he? Like, look at him.
He tries to
He's
be
not-
intimidating.
He tries really hard, but then he does this thing. He waves his arms around. And he goes, "The rest of the world," like that, and he's just like a little simp.
Yeah.
Like, look at him, like you little man.
Aw.
It's kind of like, who you yelling at, dude? Take
Looks like
you
he's-
out.
Gonna go home to a polycule.
No, he would not be able to get a polycule. He'd a little cuck. Sorry,
Well, he'd be in the cut corner, but
he'd be in the cuck corner. Yeah, look at him. He's not intimidating at all. Please.
Maybe she's just.
I am not suspending his license, but you need to counsel him that because of this,
Yeah, the sound from Law and Order between the cases. Yeah, dun dun.
but you need to let him know that they're probably gonna end up suspending the CDL. What happened with the ALR here? Okay, so just let him know that
That's right, he is. This judge is on the
No, no,
phone.
but, right, but let him know about the CDL so he just doesn't start driving, because if he does and it's suspended, he's gonna end up back in custody. Okay, thanks.
Dolly can add sounds. Well, he could try. I mean, look at him when he faces the camera. Look at this little tiny man. Really little bow tie. Mavka, my wife's boyfriend likes this judge. Be nice to him.
Blackburn?
Whatever is your house.
Aaron, hey, how are you?
I have Mr. Ortega on the back, Judge.
Okay.
He has a couple felonies, Judge, and I'm just asking for like maybe like 2 weeks on this. I just came in like last week. Trinidad was conflicted out, so I honestly haven't looked at it yet.
He's set tomorrow. Do they have what are they, oh my God, he just picked up this ag assault. The ag assault's so new, we're not gonna do anything for a long time. What time?
I mean, yeah, if I can get into early next year, I mean, that's fine. I mean, he has a nice hold too.
I don't like to do things more than 30 days so that people don't get forgotten about. So up to 30 days, whatever you want. And I mean, this thing's so new that
That's unfortunately, that's a him issue more than anyone else's.
Yeah, I'm with you, bud. Whatever you need.
He eventually did disable live chats.
Tertucci?
Yeah, it's an Apple Watch.
Can we flash forward?
Oh, yes, thank you. I was trying to be snarky with someone.
Yeah.
Really, Judge?
And hopefully it would.
There we go.
They changed the rush. Between that strong.
Or not.
Hey,
Oh, that's another manlet.
This was the one we were emailing. He was on for today, and then
She put it on for tomorrow, and then I guess I sent an email to keep it on for today. I guess I never got it.
You have the case number?
No, do you mind?
252-8814.
Oh, look at him. He is a man. Look.
I
That trial
know.
case we had, Judge, where we came to that global resolution with Fort
He's a
Bend's
wee man.
DWI court.
He's carry
And
on
now
like
you have bond violations. You have an open DWI here. You have an open DWI in Fort Bend. And now you have bond violations.
I think we can explain. Yeah.
you can explain.
Judge, he works for a Vittori company, and his shift was starting at 9 o'clock, and the company changed it. It sounds like quickly changed it to 6:30 a.m. Takes him about 45 minutes to get there. I have his logs where he's logged in, showing 6:30. His granddad is driving him to work. It takes about 45 minutes.
Jesus.
My understanding is he communicated with pretrial about the need to get to work or that he went to work. And hopefully it would, if we had the GPS data, it would show that he went from his home to his place of work straight.
Any other violations?
No, Judge.
So what are the timing violations?
It was an unapproved week, so he left early at 5:41 in the morning, and his curfew is at 6, or he's allowed to leave at 6.
Okay, that's it?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I'm not going to ding you on that. Just,
We would like to ask you to consider making it from 6 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. Would that allow you to get to work by 6:30?
yes, I'm okay with that, Troy. I mean, if it's just a matter of trying to get to work and that's the nature of the violation, I get it. But come to us first. If they change your duties at work, if they change your time at work, you got to come and let us know so that we can change it for you. Don't just start doing things on your own, because then things go haywire. You have to answer up. So I'm okay with you going to work. I'm okay if you need more time, but ask. Okay? And you want 5:30 in the morning?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, you got it.
And so we thought the setting in Corbin was yesterday. We thought it was going to be on 12/4. It's on 12/20. He's supposed to be entering into a DWI program. It looks like there's some steps I'm trying to keep up with.
When is the set it the day after that day, or the couple days after?
Good Lord. One White Claw on this guy at his size would be trashed.
Beginning of the year. I mean, do you have I don't mind coming back if you have dockets.
Yeah, we don't go anywhere.
Pop
We're
it on the
here,
docket.
So I would like to hopefully end this before the end of the year. That way he's in the program throughout the holidays. That way there's no temptation, throughout that
Why don't you
time.
try
So
that?
what day in Fort Bend do you have court?
December 20th.
December 20th. Okay, so why don't we set it, that's that Friday. So if you want to set it the next week, any day. Not Monday though, because I'm going to be gone that Monday, but any other day other than that Monday, I'm okay with. Yeah, okay, all right.
And any chance he can drive, Judge, he has the interlock device, right?
Yes, I have one.
I'm not, no. Don't push your luck. You have 2 open DWIs. I'm not letting you drive. No, you scare me, dude. No, and it's nearing the holidays. Get in the program, and then we're done.
That
here,
little dude
right?
scares
You're
you?
off mine. I think this case gets dismissed, right?
Yes, sir.
Once this case gets dismissed, you're under no more of my jurisdiction. You can do whatever you want, right? So it's an incentive to get you to work this thing, to get this thing done once and for all. I mean, you're literally in the home stretch, right? You got about 2 weeks. You're in.
All right.
Do what you need to do. Get in. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Good luck.
Tafe it. You can wear it on your Wednesday stream.
Yep.
I'm here on behalf of Mr. Nail this morning, Mr. Jones, Your Honor.
Come up, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Nail is in Cancun until Monday next week, Judge, so he's not available this morning.
I
So I'm kind
understand.
of filling in. I have had a chance to look at this violation report regarding Ms. Blows. I'm assuming that's our issue.
Oh, this one's
today. Spoken with Mr. Jones about that. It pressed upon him the need for perfection here.
This is no tolerance. Absolutely no tolerance, because we've had one issue after the other.
Spurg's out
Testing
here.
positive for here, doing that over there. We've literally let you go over and over and over, and there's absolutely no excuse for the missed blows. How many missed blows do we have?
This blows.
Says 19, Your Honor. That's within that 7 or 2.
Quiet.
Judge, I would ask, if possible, as I'm not the lead on this case, and I know Justin has had history with the court and Mr. Jones here on this case, if you would consider holding on the consideration of this matter until he returns on Tuesday of next week. So that he can
I'm
do-
sorry, Ben, I can't. I have to know. You have to know that we mean business. I'm not here to toy with you and play games with you. Know what the expectation is in this court. You've been with me for as long as we've had. You're over there.
Because I have a hold y'all cold red. I apologize. So can I please speak on the breathalyzer?
No.
Just
You
hold-
know what the expectation is. You have 19 missed tests. That's it.
I
I'm
love
sorry,
that.
Ben, I can't. 19 missed test.
Okay, I gotta see that
That's it.
Okay, that is, you've got to
Play
clip
games
that.
with you. It's you have to know that we mean business. I'm not here to toy with you and play games with you. It's know what the expectation is in this court. You've been with me for as long as we've had. You're over there.
Because I have a cold, y'all. Cold weather.
Damn it, Nick.
Apologize. Sir. Can I please speak on the breathalyzer?
No. You know what the expectation is. You have 19 missed tests. That's it. I'm sorry, Ben, I can't. You're here in his stead. You're a capable and outstanding lawyer. I have the utmost respect for you, but 19 missed tests are 19 missed tests. And I've been telling him since the absolute beginning, there's just no tolerance.
How often do you think they get that long?
I have a cold.
Why are you sniffing so much? Oh, it's a cold. Like Jerry Costanza. I was in the pool. It was cold.
George Costanza, goodness me, get your
Whatever, the
Seinfeld
fat
characters in
one.
Check, man.
God.
Damn. It's almost
like-
Festivus. You need to
Defendant-
get this right.
Defendant does look like a lesbian cafeteria lady.
Yeah. My goodness.
Okay.
The sniffing. He really needs to see Nick Ricado.
I know.
We have no positive UAs. He's been
Oh God, Ricada shows up and this is his judge. Be so
Yeah.
amazing.
here on weekly UAs, so there's no indication that he's using this to obfuscate, for alcohol.
I go to sleep early, man.
Test. And he is blowing outside the window, so we don't know what he's doing.
Oh my God, sir, I go to sleep at 8 o'clock every night, sir. It's just the 10 o'clock ones, and I get my 5 o'clock one first thing in the morning, Your Honor.
Then you come here and you ask.
They just told me about this last week in pre-trial over there, and they said that I had a 45-day miss.
You have 19 missed blows, dude. Covering the camera.
Please, Honor. I will do anything. I'll even go on that drug ankle monitor. I'll do anything, Your Honor. I'm really trying here. I swear to God, I will do anything you want me to do if you just please let me stay free. I swear to God, Your Honor, I'm really trying here. Please, Your Honor. It's just I don't even drink.
Okay, Nick.
From the 15th of November, you have been skipping tests. You have been to this court.
I go to sleep at 10 o'clock, and I still did the ones later on when I do wake up. And they told me this just last week, Your Honor. I swear to God. I swear on everything I love.
You know
Please give me a chance, Your Honor.
testing schedule is, and I've given you one
I started
pass after the other. He goes with you. No.
Oh my God.
Your Honor, may we discuss setting a new bond for
Of course.
Oh my gosh. Your Honor. Why? Please, I'm trying here. I'm trying to do everything.
Goes with you.
Oh my gosh.
Bond is at 5,001 now because of the prior violations. I will now set it at 10,002. I'm sorry, Ben, but he's tested positive literally over and over and over. He continues to test positive for marijuana.
He's going
when
to
I
jail.
told him to stop, he's tested positive for opiates. He's tested positive for this. Now he's skipping blows. He has obscured the
Well, he's not testing for the same thing twice at least. So that's a step in the right direction.
How many dudes would skip a blow?
I know.
camera as well.
It's not necessarily.
Just Perry Tarika.
Oh God, that's an in joke. Damn,
That is an old reference.
that is a very old reference. How many people are going to get that?
I know, from the Mark Jensen trial. The witness who doesn't like oral sex.
Yes.
Obscure the camera, but it's too dark to use it. It doesn't mean that there's.
It's the same thing. If we can't see you in the camera, then you're fooling. And I'm done with the fooling. That's it.
Aw.
I know that Dustin's going to be.
He's upset that the drug testing people can't see his penis. Because when they test you, drug test you, like there's a guy there, or I guess a camera in some facilities that watch you pee. That's their job. All day. Just watching people pee.
And that's the thing.
Yeah, because they'll fake the test. Tamper with it. So they got to make sure it's a clean source. Like Can't have some urine in a condom or something.
Oh, okay. You can't bring in like a little baggie.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, or tamper with it in some way, or like use water from the faucet, or because they'll do
drink from
that.
the faucet.
Yeah.
You know, like Jason Spillers, you know, he could bring in a little bottle from his personal dash.
Yeah.
You know, it's having for morning tea.
Yeah. Or just get like some water from the sink, warm water. They do have rigs actually with a fake peen, actually. That is true.
They have what?
Yeah, they've got devices that attach to you. So you whip your junk out and then you like squeeze it and it pees into the cup. And it looks
So
like a real one.
You've got a peen.
It looks like you're peeing, but it's actually fake and it's got the chemicals in it to seem like real
They
pee.
can't tell what that is. Like when they.
Well, I mean, they aren't like. Oh, Aaron Hernandez, that was a thing.
Oh, Aaron Hernandez. So wasn't Aaron Hernandez Jose Baez's client?
Yeah.
And he killed himself, didn't he?
Yeah, right after the trial.
Yeah.
That was
I need
really
to look
sad.
into that more. That sounds like a really interesting case.
I've wanted to get into it. I never could, but I would like
Jose
to.
Baez wrote a book about it afterwards.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That was,
As
a
he
really
would.
sad case.
Because, you know, why not cash in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had the widow's permission, but
Yeah. Like
you
a
confiscated
dirty-
one, Taryn? Please
What?
post. Please post in
Please,
Discord.
put it on the Discord. Why not? Everything goes in the Discord.
Good Lord. More peens in the Discord.
Why not? Yeah, Gali won't say no. Ilya, sorry, won't say no to peens in the Discord. He started the whole trend.
Oh, God. I think there's like chemicals. There's different ways of doing it, but
I think it would be safer to borrow someone's pee.
the best way to do it would be real urine from your buddy. Not
Yeah.
gay at all. No homo.
No
And then
homo.
you attach it to your leg, like your inner leg, so it's your body temperature. And then that way, when they check the temperature of your pee, it's okay.
Yeah, it's always weird when they come up pregnant, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or wasn't it Elaine in Seinfeld who was...
That's right.
She had to
came
use...
up as an opiate addict.
Yeah, and she couldn't go on
Yeah.
the trip.
Yeah. And it turned out that she'd just been eating those orange peel
Bagels?
muffins that have the little seeds in them. Yeah, the poppy seeds. Yeah, she's like, I'm not a drug addict. It was the poppies.
Well, you have to be careful going into the Middle East with like poppy seeds. Like if you eat them and then board a plane and like get off in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I've had my doctors make me take pee tests, but I've never like had a court appointed one or court mandatory one.
Yes, we believe you.
I haven't been arrested yet.
Really? Everyone's got to
Yeah.
get arrested once. One of those
Oh.
things that happens in life.
Even my
Gotta-
dad's been
gotta
arrested.
Experience everything.
Yeah. It was just for assault. Nothing major.
Yes, but I mean, I've got it in black and white, and Dustin knows that it's no tolerance.
Consider 7502, Judge Fleischer.
Okay, Ben. Okay. Great. But he has to know that we mean business, man. If I let him go now, I'm enabling, and I'm not going to do that. I can't. But fine. Because. Fine. All right, 7502. Hi, Dan. Yes, sir.
So I came in on Monday for a case that we reset to next Thursday, and we all agreed on it, and somehow showed it back on docket today by mistake. I don't know how.
Don't worry about it. Just ask them and then.
They told me to approach it. Thanks, Judge.
For sure. Herman. Hey, dude.
I have Mr. Anges Juarez. He's gonna do a PTI in your court with the dismissal of his felony, Judge.
Okay. Is he, I guess he needs a mitigation packet,
No, he's already been approved.
even on above a .15?
It's been approved, yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and then they're once he goes in here, he'll dismiss the felony.
Okay.
Skip this one. Do one or two more.
It's taking a long time because.
Coriel Dixon, come up.
And Judge, just really quick, I spoke with the prosecutor about an alternative PTI. She's doing the classes.
Let's see.
She sent me an email from one of
If
the.
anything, have you done for your GED?
And what I did for it,
What have you done?
I went to a class and then I tried to go yesterday. They canceled it and he also.
You went the day before court.
And I also went before.
Judge, she's been going. She's been going for even the last court date, and we
Prove it.
I can do that.
In this life, you are only as good as the proof that you don't have. If you don't have proof, you have nothing. Spoken word means absolutely nothing.
Judge, the instructor, I got an email from him that she sent me saying that she's been going to the classes and that class was canceled on the 4th yesterday. But she did, attempt to go to the class. So she's been going. She did already take a test, and this is the one where she did fail the first test. So she's been working on it. It's not enough.
I mean, here we are. How many resets have we had? We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 resets since May. You're now in December. You have had 5 to 6 months. Show me the money. Otherwise, it's not going to go well for you today, Ms. Dixon. Show me. 5 to 6 months.
And Judge, this was a case where she was paying for the classes, and then she had to then enroll into the free program, which she's been doing for the last little bit.
Are you playing Candy Crush? What's going on over there?
No, I'm trying to text you.
Texting who?
The instructor.
Are you playing Candy Crush? No, Pokemon Go, Your Honor.
Because I don't have no food. Like, I don't have nothing.
Tell me, what have you done?
I went to the class.
Okay. Which class did you go
The
to?
GED resource.
Okay. And because the way I understand it, there are different modules that you do. You do science, you do language arts, you do math, you do and whatever else it may be. You go through each section, you complete it, take a test, and then when you're done with everything, you take an overall test, and then you get a diploma.
That's not.
What have you done?
Basically explaining on how everything's going to go. And I
Yeah,
was going
GED.
to finish everything else Wednesday when I was going to go, but the class was canceled.
Who is the provider that you have?
His name was.
Grab me a phone number, because I'd like to call them right now.
I have a number for you, Judge.
Are you in trouble? Wow, Judge.
Mr. Jackson? Yes, my name is David Fleischer. I'm a judge here in Harris County. And I have someone that's with me in our court, and she's doing a program with you guys to try to get a GED. I'd like to confirm that's Coriel Dixon.
It'd be funny to cuss out the judge and get her in big trouble.
So Wednesday and Thursday, and then did you say every other Saturday? Okay. And then so how does it work as far as getting the diploma? Do you do different classes as far as science, math, and how do you at the end get it? Can I put you, I have her in front of me. Can I put you on speakerphone so that she can hear this as well? You mind? Okay, hold on. So, I've got him. Okay, Mr. Jackson?
Order in the court, please.
Okay, tell me, how goes it?
So, yeah, it's kind of twofold. They take an assessment. Based on that assessment, allows me to know where the student is as far as their grade level in math and in reading. Based on that, they go on 2 tracks. And so one track is like a probation education, where we're just literally working on kind of some elementary reading and math skills.
Okay.
Or a GED track where they're ready for GED contests. And so, yeah, and I usually just go from there. I work with my GED students individually. And
how long does the process take? And how long can we expect it?
Well, so that's honestly kind of a loaded question, depends on where they fall. I believe Corey does score pretty well.
Great.
So yeah, and I worked with people that have gotten the GED in 3 weeks. I worked with people that got the GED in 2 years.
Oh, yeah. I can't do 3 years. That's too much.
Well,
I know, I'm kidding.
No, I understand that.
She's been faithfully attending, though. Yay or nay?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I wanted her to be yelled at.
And with some consistency, 3 to 4 months, maybe less.
That sounds great.
That's just me ballparking.
I'd like to stick with it because I think at the end of the game, our goal here is that she ends with that diploma. And I think that would be a win for everybody. I'm calling you. I want to make sure that everything's going well, that she's attending, faithfully attending and doing well. And it sounds like you're saying that this is what's been happening.
Are you disappointed she's not in trouble?
Great. Okay, so I'm just going to continue
I'm
everything.
heading out.
Just
See you in a
continue to go,
minute.
Ms.
3 minutes,
Dixon.
guys.
I mean, you got, like what he's saying, if you continue at it 2 to 3 months, you'll end up with your diploma. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Jackson. I really appreciate your help. You've been great.
No problem, Judge. You take
Okay.
care.
You too. Thank you, sir. Bye. Great.
Hoping our cousin plays
Good
the part
job.
well.
Just keep at it. Okay. So let's set it 30 days. I want to ride this through. You're so close to being through. All you got to do is see it to the end, and then everything great will happen for you here as well. Okay. All right.
Talk shit about Hella. Okay.
A trial setting on it?
And
So I'm going to end here and redirect y'all over to Hella. Let me get her link just in case my redirect doesn't work because of something I messed up on, I'm sure. One sec, guys. Sorry. Do. Yep. So I am. Was it K? All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. It's a lot of fun. No streaming for me tomorrow. I have to go get a new modem, hopefully. And so I don't have to use my phone. But I will see you over at Hella's. Bye.